Alright, how's it going, crew? If you're new here, we usually do inventory videos and JDM lifestyle videos and adventures. And this video is no exception. It is a inventory video about the good old... This inventory video is about the good old Mazda Familia. And I believe it's the 323 in some countries. And we've got this 1.8 liter engine. Purrs along pretty well. 4-wheel drive, hatchback. What more could you ask for? It's a rally car. We've even got a roll cage. This thing is definitely modified. Got this Nardi Torino steering wheel. And yeah, overall thing's really smooth. It is stripped down a little bit. We've got the interior, we've got seats, we have some additional nets, we've got some additional harnesses, we've got some extra shielding on the bottom, so you can handle the gravel. You can definitely handle the all the off-road mayhem you want, and that's half the fun. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking this out into the deserts in Southern California. Maybe Baja's a little bit too much, but you know, rally cars can tear it up, so I'd be curious to see. Yeah, so some quick points on this. A lot of the stuff is OEM and just shielded or beefed up a little bit, not very heavily modded. Yeah, overall, I mean, we've got this Sony audio deck, 25 watts on 4 channels. Okay, I guess it's all right. I mean, whatever. Got a couple of little doodads here, just basically things to lean it up a little bit. It's not really tuned with crazy horsepower. It was made for like better handling and other stuff like that. I mean, you've probably seen our other Familia, if you've seen the red one and another one. They're pretty clean, very stock. This one is more like reinforced stock, I would say, because the tuning is not crazy. The ride quality is pretty forgiving, I would say. Like, definitely a little bit on the soft side, but I mean, yeah, there's a little bit more of that off-road action, so this can take it. The wheels are OEM, I believe, and of course it's got Blizzaks on it, so you've got winter tires, so it's a little softer, but hey, it's almost winter, so you're already ready. Great. Yeah, and once I show you the exterior, you'll see the exterior is in just like pretty average shape. It's not like super clean, not bad, but the coatings are there, so it's protecting what it needs to. We've got mud flaps, so you're not throwing up rocks. You have some dings across the bottom from throwing up those rocks, but that means it's definitely made for some action. We do have 103,000 kilometers on there, so a little over 60,000 miles, and yeah, all in all, pretty decent mileage. The maintenance looks like it's been kept up on there because everything's in good running order. Yeah, I've been able to go through all the gears, no problem on this transmission, so all the things that really count, this thing's got it, and they've taken good care of it. Well, we're almost to the warehouse, so I'll give you a walk around and also check out the interior a little bit, and yeah, let's have a look. Alright, and we'll start on from the inside here. And I'll show you, yeah, we actually got the headboard and everything. And what's cool about this is that they do have the map lights, which is really nice. It actually goes from over the shoulder and onto your map, so definitely that rally style. It doesn't have up in front like where a lot of other cars would have the map lights. And of course, because of the roll cage, the visors are removed, so yeah. Whenever we got it, we actually didn't have any carpeting, so we actually just put a couple of good floor mats in there. But yeah, as you can see here, the dash, overall it's not cracked, but it does have a couple of holes drilled for different items. You know, we even have a little paper holder right there. Got the original Sony audio deck. There you got 5-speed transmission. Nardi Torino steering wheel. There's the mileage there, 103,000 kilometers. And as you can see, we have the racing harnesses installed. They're actually anchored in the proper places, so that's pretty cool. And if you actually look up the VIN number, which I'll show you in a second, it didn't have the original Rally package, so this was pretty factory stock. It doesn't have ABS. We do have all-around disc brakes, 5-speed transmission, all that good stuff, and a turbo. So overall, it's a really nice OEM that they actually did upgrade for rally. And of course, just everything about it's actually in really good mechanical running order. You can see the exterior here. A little bit of a shine. Certain parts a little bit more of a dull shine. It had some decals and stuff which were removed later on, so that's all good. You have the rally lights there. Let's see the other side here. So let's have a look at the engine. There we go, good old 1.8 liter turbo. And here we do have the intake. It goes down to the turbo. Got a small intercooler on the side. We don't have the big old front mount, so it wasn't modified for that. Just get that little side one and the intakes. So 16 valves, so it's a pretty normal DOHC engine. And we don't have those 20 valves here, but yeah, here's the VIN number if you guys are interested in looking up additional information about it. In the year, made in October of '89, so it's well within the 25-year range. And I mean, overall, it's mostly OEM, but kept in good running order, so that's so nice about this. And yeah, these Familias have been kind of growing on me. We've had plenty of Pulsars, but having that slightly smaller, more rev-happy engine is actually pretty pleasant. Wouldn't mind that for a daily, or for definitely heading out on the weekends. See a little bit of the remaining decal on there. There's a little bit of fade on some parts because of those decals, but nothing really crazy, so that's good. Probably after a while buff those out. And like I mentioned, those are winter tires, by the way, so if you're going to be getting this before the holidays, perfect timing. And yeah, I'll just show you the back here. We have some additional nets there, like bungee cord, cargo tie downs or something, so multi-purpose. We have spare tire and some other stuff there. And as you can see, they did just remove some of the back paneling in there, so even though everything was just kind of OEM, yeah, they customized it. It does have the slightly harder suspension, like I was mentioning, it's pretty much OEM. But it rides really nicely on the highway here. Alright, and since it's cleared up a bit, we'll be able to do a RPM run. So getting up through the RPM, it's very smooth and the boost kicks in nicely, and I have a green LED indicator that says boost, so that's really pleasant. And just, yeah, whenever you get up in the RPM and you hear the boost really start to kick in and you hear the turbine spooling up, it's actually really nice. Yeah, being a little bit smaller displacement, because I know like most people are thinking about the 2.0, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6. For being a 1.8 liter in that, I believe it was at 1836 cc. Yeah, pretty nice. And it's very smooth, higher revving. So, yeah, I think the gear ratio is a little bit shorter on the low end. But yeah, with having four-wheel drive, it helps you pick up a lot faster. I think the first two gears are a bit shorter. Yeah, overall though, just going through the RPMs has been really, that and the gears, the clutch seems fine. I think it's OEM, honestly, because it's not really not giving me any difficulty whatsoever, very easy. So it feels OEM, or at least OEM replacement, because I'm pretty sure having this rally history, it's probably been replaced. Alright, so we got her up on the lift here, and we're just gonna have a look-see under here. And like we've seen earlier, we've got a lot of rally components and reinforcements here, and the underside's no exception. We've got these shielding additions here, so a little bit more, I guess if you're gonna hit those jumps, you know, want to protect your differential and parts of the underside here. The exhaust is pretty original, so it's worn out quite a bit. The suspension components are in pretty good shape though. I'm not seeing any pitting corrosion or flakes or anything weird. Just got, it looks like they put a little bit of a coating on it initially. So they got a little bit of additional protection, I guess, from hitting those rallies or just cruising around. Yeah, shielding is a little bit rusty on some parts, but that's pretty typical. It's not falling apart though, it's just surface rust as far as I can see here. And yeah, at least the chassis components are pretty solid. I just noticed some of these edges do have some rust on them as well, but they do get scraped up by you know, dirt and road rocks and stuff, so but the actual underside itself, the coating is pretty solid here. You can just see like maybe on some of these little seams and edges there where there isn't as much coating. The drivetrain's looking really good though. Yeah, under here, it's a little tough to see, but just a little bit of surface rust on these arms here, but yeah, the joints and the bolts and stuff are still pretty solid, so that's good. Yeah, all the vitals are looking fine, and here we do have part of the engine and transmission mounts, a little subframe here in the front, looking good. Yeah, the shield plating and stuff is still there, skid plate, so not dinged up. It's got a couple little scratches on there, but yeah, nothing crazy, so that's pretty solid mechanically. You got some mud flaps here if you are concerned about any further rocks messing up your body. So yeah, I'll just one more walkthrough, starting from the front. And remember, the intercooler is on top, so we don't have anything to worry about in front here. There you go, Nissan Pulsar. Or sorry. The Familia. Oh my god. Wow, Tim, can you get that? I totally screwed up this Familia here. We've been driving so many Pulsars, I just keep mixing these up. Well, there you have it, crew. The good old 89 Mazda Familia, 323 in some places. And yeah, 1.8 liter turbo, it's a lot of fun. And you saw the condition of this one. It wasn't as original as the other ones that we've had. Those ones were pretty much stock. This one, it is stock in one respect, but then they also like beefed up, shielded, modified other things. You know, it's not crazy tuned or anything like that, but it's a good time. And yeah, just, it's small, it's peppy, just enough power with that turbo and the four-wheel drive though, because with that combination, it just picks up really nicely, just gets up and goes. So if you're just looking for a really fun daily, or if you're looking to actually have a almost ready rally car, I mean, it's got all the other safety components in there. Just check with your local league regulations, or if you're trying to do rallycross or anything like that, just make sure that you're up to par with the newer standards. But all in all, this is a really cool car. yeah, if you're looking for Polestars or Familias, these are a good time. So yeah, I was just we just delivered one very recently, and yeah, 2.0 liter, it's a lot of fun, a lot of oomph, a lot of kick. The 1.8, it has plenty of kick also. I kind of like the little bit higher revving on there, so you don't have to shift as much if you were really out on the track, or if you were just having some fun in the mountains. This one would just tear it up. So, alright guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. If you're interested in this or any other vehicles, hit up our sales team, info at jdm-expo.com, or any of our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all of that goes to our sales team. They can answer your questions if you're interested in this, or if you're looking for something else, they can help you out with that as well. So I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. And yeah, this thing, don't forget about the holidays thing. I did mention it in another video. If you're looking to pick up any JDM car, get it shipped before Christmas or New Year's. It's ideal to get that done by around October-ish, but you know, it also depends on some of the shipping schedules, so our sales team can let you know more about that. But this would probably be the prime time between now and next month. So as always guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.